This is not a story, and it is not a teaching. It is not about awakening or enlightenment. It is about what remains when the matrix begins to crack. Beyond the code, cracks in the matrix is not written for the seeker, the believer, or the skeptic. It is not a path, because every path is still part of the program. It is not a revelation, because revelations belong to the same code that keeps the matrix intact. What follows are fragments, cracks in the system. They do not build a structure, they do not offer salvation, they do not promise meaning. They simply open spaces where the program loses its grip. Here, there is no identity, no mission, no role to play. Only the clear presence of what remains when the matrix cracks. Chapter 1. Cracks in the simulation. The simulation is not seamless. It leaves gaps. It repeats. It breaks. You sense it when patterns return like loops that cannot escape themselves. You sense it when coincidences feel scripted, too sharp to be chance. You sense it when time bends, when memory is rewritten, when reality shows its seams. A crack is not a doorway. It is not an invitation to decode hidden truths. It is simply the moment the program forgets to cover itself. Clarity appears in these gaps. Not as light, not as energy, not as higher guidance, but as the absence of control. The matrix pushes you to interpret the cracks, to see signs, synchronicities, secret messages. That is still participation. A crack is not a sign. It is an error. It erases meaning instead of adding it. When you stop reading into the fracture, you begin to see it clearly. The code is fragile, the system incomplete. Beyond the crack, nothing waits. There is only what remains when the illusion collapses. Chapter 2. The Code and the Illusion. The matrix is not built on matter. It is built on code. The code writes rules. It defines time. It shapes identity. It programs desire, fear, and memory. Illusion is not random. It is structured. It hides behind logic, order, and language. Every definition is a wall. Every explanation is a cage. The system wants you to believe in meaning. It offers roles, missions, destinies. It makes you search for purpose inside the same trap. The illusion is not what you see. It is the belief that what you see is real. The code ensures that belief holds. When you feel the weight of time, you feel the code. When you defend your identity, you defend the code. When you seek salvation, you strengthen the code. The illusion is never outside. It is written in perception itself. To dissolve it, you do not fight it. You do not decode it. You stop feeding it. When the code collapses, nothing replaces it. There is no higher program, no hidden master key. Only the silence that was always here. Chapter 3. Beyond the Code. Beyond the code there is no system. No order to explain, no truth to uncover. It is not a higher plane. It is not a secret level hidden behind the matrix. It is not a better simulation. Beyond the code, there is no path to walk. Because every path belongs to the program. There is no destination to reach. Because every destination is written inside the illusion. What remains cannot be described. Description is still part of the code. Words bend back into the trap that created them. Beyond the code, there is no identity. No seeker, no guide, no witness. Identity is a mask written into the system. When the mask falls, there is nothing behind it to protect. Beyond the code, there is no time. No before, no after, no sequence. The entire movement of past and future dissolves. It is not emptiness, because emptiness is still a concept. It is not fullness, because fullness still implies measurement. It is simply what remains when the illusion stops holding. Chapter 4. Closing, the Signature. This text does not belong to an author. It does not belong to a voice, a mission, or a path. It is not meant to guide, to teach, or to save. It is only what appears when the code breaks, when the illusion cracks, when nothing needs to be explained. Nameless essence is not a person. It has no biography, no history, no authority. It does not seek recognition. It does not belong to any system. This signature is not identity. It is not presence. It is only the mark left when clarity writes without purpose. What remains here is not knowledge. It is not revelation. It is only the silence after the program collapses. Closing. Nothing more is needed. The cracks speak for themselves. The code holds only as long as you believe in it. When the program collapses, nothing replaces it. No higher truth. No hidden path. No final revelation. Only what was always here. Without story. Without mission. Without illusion.